PharmaconHealth presents Drug Excretion and Clearance, the essential final phase of pharmacokinetics after a drug is absorbed, distributed, and metabolized. It must be eliminated from the body to prevent accumulation. Excretion ensures that therapeutic levels are maintained and toxic buildup is avoided. This process, encompassing renal, hepatic, pulmonary, and minor excretory pathways, is critical in clinical pharmacology, especially in patients with organ dysfunction. Understanding these pathways helps clinicians adjust drug dosing, avoid toxicity, and tailor treatment regimens for individual patient needs. Let's now understand why this final phase, drug excretion, plays such a crucial role in therapy. Why excretion matters. Drug excretion is not just a final step in pharmacokinetics, it's a protective mechanism. Once a drug's pharmacologic effect is achieved, the body must efficiently eliminate both the parent compound and its metabolites. Inadequate excretion can lead to drug accumulation, resulting in exaggerated pharmacologic effects or toxicity. For instance, failure to clear drugs like digoxin or aminoglycosides can be life-threatening. Proper excretion maintains homeostasis and is central to therapeutic safety. Clinical dosing must therefore consider the excretory capacity of patients, especially in those with renal or hepatic impairment. Now, let's explore how the body accomplishes this through its multiple excretion routes. Major excretion routes. The primary route of drug excretion is renal, accounting for most clinically significant drug clearance. The kidneys filter water-soluble drugs and metabolites into urine via glomerular filtration, tubular secretion, and reabsorption. Hepatic excretion through bile is the second major route. Drugs or metabolites secreted into bile may be eliminated in feces or undergo intrahepatic recycling, which can prolong their duration of action. Pulmonary excretion is relevant for gaseous agents like inhaled anesthetics. Minor routes, including sweat, saliva, breast milk, and tears, may not contribute significantly to total clearance but hold clinical importance in contexts like lactation or forensic drug testing. Of all these, renal excretion is the most significant. Let's look deeper into how the kidneys eliminate drugs. Renal clearance mechanisms. Renal drug excretion involves three processes. First, glomerular filtration. Only unbound drug molecules pass through the glomerular capillaries into the nephron. Protein-bound drugs are not filtered. Second, active tubular secretion. Drug transporters, like GOAT and OCT families, move drugs from peritubular capillaries into the renal tubule. This allows elimination even when protein binding is high. Third, passive tubular reabsorption. Lipophilic drugs may be reabsorbed from the tubule back into systemic circulation. This depends on the drug's lipid solubility and the urine pH. Ionized forms are less reabsorbed and more readily excreted, a principle used clinically in urine alkalinization or acidification during O. For dose management, several factors can alter how efficiently these renal processes work. Let's examine them next. Factors affecting drug excretion. Several physiological and physicochemical factors influence how drugs are excreted. Kidney function is primary. Glomerular filtration rate and tubular integrity determine elimination. Renal impairment delays clearance and requires dose adjustments. Urine pH affects drug ionization. Weak acids are excreted faster in alkaline urine, weak bases in acidic urine. This is known as ion trapping. Protein binding matters. Only free drug is filtered and secreted. Highly protein-bound drugs have reduced renal clearance. Lipid solubility also plays a role. Lipophilic drugs are more likely to be reabsorbed. Hydrophilic ones are excreted more readily. Patient variables like age, hydration, and comorbidities also affect renal function and drug excretion. Next, we'll link these concepts to pharmacokinetic parameters that guide dosing, clearance, and half-life. Clearance and half-life. Clearance is the volume of plasma from which a drug is completely removed per unit time. It reflects all routes of elimination, renal, hepatic, and others. The equation is clearance equals rate of elimination divided by plasma concentration. Half-life is the time required for the plasma drug concentration to fall by 50%. It's calculated as 0.693 times volume of distribution divided by clearance. These parameters guide how often a drug is dosed, how long it takes to reach steady state, and how long the drug stays in the body. To truly optimize dosing, we must also understand the kinetics that govern drug elimination. Elimination kinetics. Most drugs follow first-order kinetics, where a constant percentage is eliminated over time. The rate of elimination is proportional to drug concentration, however. Some drugs follow zero-order kinetics, where a fixed amount is eliminated regardless of concentration. This happens when elimination pathways are saturated. Examples include phenytoin, ethanol, and high-dose aspirin. Knowing which kinetic model applies is crucial for predicting accumulation and avoiding toxicity. Now, let's translate this into real-world clinical decision-making. Clinical implications. Excretion has direct clinical consequences. In kidney or liver impairment, elimination slows down, increasing toxicity risk. Drugs like aminoglycosides, lithium, or digoxin must be dose-adjusted. Therapeutic drug monitoring helps ensure safe levels for drugs with narrow therapeutic ranges. Drug interactions may also impact excretion. For instance, probenecid inhibits penicillin secretion, prolonging its effect. Failure to account for these factors can result in suboptimal treatment or serious side effects. Let's wrap up with a summary of the key takeaways from this section. Summary. In summary, drug excretion removes medications and their metabolites from the body. Primary routes include renal and hepatic clearance. Clearance and half-life are essential for determining dose and frequency. Understanding excretion mechanisms and kinetics helps clinicians personalize treatment, improve safety, and enhance therapeutic success. In our next lesson, we'll explore how the order of elimination kinetics further shapes drug concentration over time. Thanks for watching PharmaconHealth, where we translate the science of pharmacology into clear, clinically useful knowledge. Subscribe for more videos on drug mechanisms, kinetics, and therapeutic strategies that help you practice with precision.